All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Steven. Steven, did you get my notice this morning of the room? The email that I sent in the morning? DJ Mike, good morning, good morning. All right, guys. So what are we looking at here? We have about 1 minute to the cash market open. Very important event that's happening. This what you're seeing here on the 100 NT Rinko is a captain setup short, and that is a big deal in its location. And we should be seeing a little bit of a push this morning, right off the bat, as the market um, sets up. So we should be seeing a push to the 90s, potentially the 83. And if we punch all the way down to 166, that's going to lend itself to a reversal pattern. And that will be the high of the day, or highly likely it's going to be the high of the day. So watch out for that. There you go. Cash market open. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, yeah. But we're getting this captain set up. We're getting this captain set up short, guys. The entry was 12. We're getting the pressure on the short side. We're about to close at 166. So we have a very solid sell pattern that the market is presenting itself right now, with a captain setup short on the 100 NT Rinko. ES shifted. Yeah, EF shifted as well, and we have a target of 48.11, 48.11 and a quarter for ES right now, and we are heading toward our target, reversal target on NQ. So that's a selling pattern. We're gonna look for rallies once we hit this level right here, which we should bounce off of. Like once we hit this level, we're gonna get a bounce. That's interesting. I mean, to the tick, they reversed off of it. To the tick, they need to close under that level. They really do. So okay, DJ, take a look at this link, and that's going to explain all what you need to learn or know about options. All right, guys, what just happened here? And what happened here is, look at this. I mean, we came to that target, to the 66, to the tick, and bounced off of it. Okay, and that is a price level that we needed to close under in order for the personality of the day to shift negative in a meaningful way. But we had clues to this type of personality shift already, especially with this captain set up short the market put on with the 215.75. So that when the market set that signal up for the short, and it happened around 8 o'clock, you got that, very decent selling pressure into that target. So we should be expecting a flush back to that 166. Like, the market has to do that today. $82. All right, good morning, Brad. Good morning, Greg. Pat, good morning. Safe, good morning. Hey, Omer, how are you, man? Good morning. See that right here? That's the fact that they came up to that level and not closed it. That's concerning to me. Good morning, Joseph. Well, it's if you've been noticing lately where the price will get to a major swing trade level and does this, where it would give you a one candle reversal and it becomes a very good uh, fade toward the middle of the range at that point, meaning that the market will shift and go back to between harmony zone number 1 and 2 and consolidate. So we've been seeing a lot of this type of behavior happen in the past, almost like a month. Breaking that level will get the 200 and the 100 to be in sync on the short side. And that will shift the personality to where I can start looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity on a swing trade basis. And the fact that we got there and we didn't close under it puts me in a wait and see position. So now we got a captain set up short on NQ. I mean, the market got to do something here. I mean, at a minimum, you got to get down to 76 and a half. If you get down to 76 and a half, then that will reassert the shorts. These bastards. Yep. So the idea of being short is on hold, pending better price action. So we gotta get down to that 180 again and close under it. So the longs have an overhead resistance around the 20, actually from the 10 to the 20, and the shorts are taking a pause. So that's gonna put me in a position where I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna be patient, wait. Yeah, good for them. I mean, good for them that they're doing this. They're trying to shake off as many people as possible here. We have a channel on the upside that's establishing itself. Let's do this. So we're oscillating in this 1, 2. Here we go. We're oscillating right here between harmony zone number 1 and 2. So the market came into that swing trade level, bounced off of it into the neutral zone, which is between 06 and 91. So the shorts need to prove themselves, and the longs have a lot of overhead resistance between that, 10 to the 20 level. And we got 15 minutes. We got 15 minutes to the cash market open. What the fuck is going on here? If we break above 216, the market will be back in sync on the long side. Here comes the shorts. They're coming. They're trying. They're trying. We're breaking this channel. They are trying. Here we go. Posting an order. There's a captain set up short on the 40 NT Rinko, so we have a captain set up short on the on the 100, one on the 40. So it's gathering. Yeah, they're gonna go with this bad boy. 93. Let me see if I can get 93. 90. All right. Take that stop. Yeah, where did that come from? Yeah, we gotta take that stop. It's a 10-point stop. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Now they're gonna bring it in. That's fine. I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it small here. So they're back. They're back oscillating in that area. 1, 2, 89, 89. Here we go. Remember the 16. So 16 is going to be one of those areas where if the markets start punching right through it, the 200 and the 100 will be back in sync on the long side. And we'll start looking for... I think it's going to all depend on how the news is going to hit. They're putting a captain setup short right here on the 20 NT Rinco. Got 2 minutes, 2 minutes to the top of the hour. Here we go. We got, yeah, still we got 2 minutes. Let's see if I can get 205. Really? Hold the phone. Cancel that order. That's a little bit too strong. 212. You don't want them to break that 212. When they're testing harmonies, they're testing that zone, and you're getting a captain set up short. So I'd like to get short against that 12, be honest with you. But we're coming up on that news where the market is gonna get very wild here in a second. So I'm just gonna pause and wait. Oh yeah, see that? Holy crap. Here we go. There you go. Boom. All right. What does that mean? It means I got to reduce my size a little bit. 1775, 17. Yeah, here we go. That's a little bit wild. Yeah, if it's not, just keep restarting till it works, Steven. I don't have any problems with the rhythmic, so maybe it's just something on your end. Yeah. Okay, so the 200 and the 100 are back in sync on the long side. I'm gonna give the market a little bit of time, let it sort itself out after the news, and then we'll start looking for entry points. Oh, you did, Brad? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I had issues with it early on too. Twenty. Here we go. So what's a big level here? What's a big level and why? A big level is if we go down to 191 or below 190 basically, that will close the 200 the 100 entry wrinkle lower, which means that the market is out of sync again and a pocket of sellers can step in. Okay, that's not what the market is doing. 1, 2. That's not what the market is doing. Okay, 1, 2, 06, 75. Okay, here we go. I'm out of that trade. We pocketed 2.5 points on one contract, and I exited the two other contracts. It wasn't holding up here. It wasn't holding up the way it should. Yeah, look at that now. I gave it a shot. All right, so it needed we needed to close that candle, and we got very close to it, and that's the key. You know, if we get to that 13 and a half, and he just doesn't get over it, that kind of tells me that there's a little bit more weakness here than it should. So we made a little bit on one, lost a little bit on two. It's probably break even trade. Let's keep going. All right. So now what's happening? It's actually a big deal here. Um, you have the captain set up short. You have the retest of it, and now we have basically a very solid distribution level between the 30 all the way to the 52. So that's going to be a solid resistance area for the remainder of the day. That's how we're going to measure any rally against. Look at that bad boy. Oof. They're coming for that level, 166. I mean, that's the big level that they're coming for. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Here we go. And I would like to get short if it's all possible. They're gonna tag that 166. Damn. The 166 is a big deal here. I mean, if they can put on a captain setup at 78 and run it up a little bit, I don't know what to feel about that, but yeah, that's what they look like they're trying to do. I may have to reduce my size here a little bit. Let's just reduce my size. Yeah, they're gonna put a captain setup. come on. That's just crazy here, how they're doing this. All right, I'm out of that trade. Give it a little bit of space. Okay, good job, Bill. $76, $75, $76, $77. ES is you're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity, and we have 48.11 as a target. ES is weaker than NQ. We'll reevaluate ES if we break anything above 48.28. Captain set up short on the 30 NT Rinko. So you're getting So what do we make out of this? We gotta really break that 116. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Not a lot of follow through. So this is like the second, what is the second time we get to that level of 166, and they just faded all the way back up. Potential captain set up short on the 40 NT Rinko. If we break anything under 200, here it comes. $204, okay. There you go. All right, let's see if we can find an entry point. The big level is 166. Telling you, bro. They got my number today. So they're retesting harmony zone number. I mean, they're just tossing around people around between those two levels. I see what I'm doing though. I'm trying to go on a trend following trade here, and the market is just literally a non-trending. Um, you're getting a captain set up short on the 40 NT Rinko and a retest of it, and we need a break of 166. I mean, that's for the shorts. At least a break of 184. ES still holding up, and the target remains the same at 48.11 and a quarter. Nope. You break 86th. I mean, see this captain setup. I mean, if they close below 195, it's going to be a big deal. Oh, look at that. That's a 6-prong captain setup. Holy crap. Just going to run it up a little bit here. It's a whole lot of cross traffic going on in this market. Bouncing up, down, up, down, up, down. Really not. With a small stop, and let's see if we can put on another good trade. We need him. We need him today. We need them. The 84. Do I want to take it? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Back up there, huh? All right. Looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity here. One and a 2. 04 and a quarter. That's the way it's supposed to work. Boom, baby. Let's go. Thank you. I'll take it. That's the way it's supposed to work. uh, we got something out of that one. Let's go. Hey, GED, how are you, buddy? Good morning. I gotta think about that for a second. All right. So when we're seeing this, what are we making out of it? Again, we're running into this captain set of business over here on the 100 NT Rinco, and we're running into it, and we keep pulling back. So right now the market is in sync on the long side, but running into resistance. I mean, we picked up that long. That was a nice 20-point long on 3 contracts. Got out of one at 2.5, one at 5 points, and one close to 20 points. So we just need a couple of those and one more. We should be just fine. ES is bouncing right back up a little bit here. It's still weaker, a lot weaker than what we're seeing in NQ. NQ is stronger than ES. Yeah, they're struggling here. I mean, we could see it. You see, it's just a lot of this back and forth. We're hitting target number 2 multiple times and coming back in. It's tight ranges. Today's option expiration, that could be a factor. Typically, it's always a factor. So, okay, across the board, how's everybody doing? Talk to me, baby. Brad, Mike, where we at, buddy? Greg, Mike, Pat, where you at, Pat? Sheila, Steven. GED, Bill, Omer, where you at, buddy? Greg down a little. Brad up to 80, positive. Mike started equity trade. Okay. Here we go again with this nonsense. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I on ES, I mean, as long as we continue to trade under the 48.30, we should be. The short should start taking control. Just gonna step away for just a minute, just get some water. I'll be back. All right, guys. So let's see what we got going on here. I mean, we got a switch trade that ran up to target number 3. The 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side. We're getting, let's take a look at the big picture here. A whole lot of distribution going on here. You have this captain setup, a retest of it, a second retest of the middle of this captain setup. So basically you're getting a 254.50. I mean, that's a level that we need to kind of hold on to. You have harmony zone number 1 and 2 as a support area, and we came into harmony zone 2 twice, actually 3 times, and bounce off of it. So that's going to be the critical level. The 166 will be a significant level for the rest of the day, and also this level right here, the 240, is going to be a critical level. If we start breaking it, then the odds are we're going to overrun this short pattern that we have up here. Switch trade right here, so we should be expecting a bit of a push. Yep. All right, let's see. I mean, that's the 40 that we talked about. Let's see if they 34. Okay. Hey Shingo, good morning, buddy. How are you, buddy? I'm trying to pick off a pullback into a continuation trade. So we'll see if they'll give it to me. Not today, huh? All right. So 266 is also a target, and that's the swing trade target. And the market is in sync on the long side. So 242, 42 half. Okay. All right. Let's see if we get there. Really? Here we go. Yeah, the 239. Oh, that break above target number 3. Yeah, you had a switch trade right here also. That was a decent. Here comes that big target. That's the swing trade target. And actually, ES got all perky again. Swung back into a switch trade. So watch them do the same exact thing that they did on the long side when the market was selling off. Like we're coming up to that level to the tick. Oh, that waffle cost you money, huh? Let's see. Let's see if we can get a push here. Well, here you go. I mean, I should be probably adding to this thing right here. Okay. I'm going to keep my cost at 2 and see if I can get a push. Wow. Don't do me like that. No. All right, I'm going to get out of it right here. That's fine. We made a little bit of money off of this this idea. I mean, we got filled on 2 contracts almost immediately. We picked up 5 points and we picked up 2.5 points. And I added to it here, hoping that we could get a little bit of a follow through, like what happened early on. You see this one here, boom, boom. We got the first initial, and here it's an add at third. Sorry, what am I looking at? Okay, so that entry here, we got filled on those 2 sides, and there was the 1 candle reversal. So that's the add, and hoping to see that push. But up here, we were struggling a little bit. It may still work out that way. Well, there you go. It's just a little bit of a dip before they went in there. There you go. They just wanted to make sure that I'm out of it before they do it. I'm on to them. I'm on to them. Oh, looky, looky, looky. Boom. That's the way it was supposed to work. So that from that original entry, man, that entry is just sweet too. 250, 270, that's 20 points right there. Yeah, you're gonna get 75 easy. Easy money. Not today, for me at least. So they stopped at 70. 56. Okay, 55. Here we go. I'm buying back in. It's actually 56, but whatever. Let's see here. I'm gonna flatten that trade. Gonna flatten it right here. Just a little bit too weak, and I understand it. Yeah, the bounce should have been a little bit more pronounced, but yeah. Yeah, it looks like they're getting a little bit tired here. Hmm. Okay. See, you're almost. I'm almost asking the market to do the following. Really, it's to get that rubber band behavior of hitting these type of levels that I'm looking for and getting an immediate reaction that will get me out of few of these contracts. Then I can add to it on the way up. So right here, what it did is just not that. It came to the middle of the range and held it, and now you're bouncing right back up, which is fine. Take care, Greg. Take take care, buddy. That's fine. I mean, I can take a small stop or a break even trade and just try again. I'm trying to keep my stops to five to 10 points because the big trades are always going to come. And I know 5 points and 10 points is a bit too tight for NQ, but there's a way to do that. Just remember, if you're doing Apex, today's their last day for their 80%. So if you're trying to add some accounts, I mean, obviously they call it different names. But once I pass that, like for example, I make 3 grand, while I'm making money into the account and I want to withdraw money, I don't have to hit their threshold, meaning I don't have to hit 3 grand in order for me to qualify to withdraw any money. Like let's assume I started the account today and I made $500. Okay, on Friday, it's the day that you actually will put in a notice that you want to withdraw money. So let's assume I make 500. I can say, hey, listen, give me 500, and they wire me that money on Tuesday, minus ACH fee and minus their 20%. So they take 20%. But anyway, I don't have to wait for them. I don't have to wait for the account to get to 3 grand before I start making money again. I mean, to withdraw money. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm gonna play around with that idea for a little bit. It's just gonna be one account out of many, but Yeah, let's see how that looks. All right, so yeah, you would start breaking above 260, then you're gonna get another rotation upward. The target for NQ is 291. 291 is the target. We're seeing things are slowing down a little bit, so the longs are still in charge. We have Harmony Zone number 1 as a support, which is 241 by 31 and 16 by '06. That is zone number 2. Pullbacks are buyable. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 225. In ES, the next target is 48, 42 and a half. Harmony Zone number 1 is 30 by 27 and 23 by 20. We'll reevaluate the longs under 48.25. So yeah, that's where it's at right here. I mean, they're getting time to eat more food. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, check out ES actually. I wasn't paying attention to that, but you know, you got yourself a captain set up short right here, and the market responding back to it. Switch trade right here. That should give a little bit more pressure to this market. So we broke the channel, right? We broke that channel, and we're testing the first line of resistance, or excuse me, first line of support here, Harmony Zone number 1. Damn. Yeah. Here comes the shenanigans. So that break of that channel, then the switch trade. Now you're coming back into a critical level. Actually, we are disconnected again. The 200 and the 100 are no longer uh, in sync, which means that the market is going into a phase of two-sided consolidation. Yeah, yeah. We may get that flush to 25 is a big deal. We're getting a push in ES with that captain setup short that they put, and that is the captain setup short. And I just noticed because I was looking at the 50 NT wrinkle on ES, but they have a captain setup switch trade right here, and that moved nicely, and you're getting a captain setup right here. Yeah, you should be getting 1719, Steven. Hmm. It, Sheila, I mean, it's a combination of having the bigger picture and the more micro picture working for you. So the 50 is going to give you the overall general direction. Then you go to the smaller 6 NT wrinkle and refine your entry. If you're scalping, if you're looking for a bigger move, you have to look for a bigger chart. And if you go I mean, you could go smaller to, this is the 2010, and that gives you also it helps with the overall picture. But the 50 is going to give you swing, and the 3 is going to give you the scalping chart. At the end of the day, the market has to be, you know, like right now, like right here. We have a target of 48, 42 and a half, and the market has to hold on to 48, 23 half. But if the market is just sitting here churning in this range, you're not hitting your big target, and you're not necessarily reversing either. You're getting this type of chop market. And it doesn't matter which chart you use. If the market is choppy, the market is choppy. But it should give us an idea of what levels are critical and why, and what targets are important and why. And if we break a level, how should we react to it? Forty-two. The only thing you have to be careful about, Stephen, is we're testing harmony zone number 1. So like we're smack into the middle of that important zone, and that important zone is a support area for that whole price structure. So you're seeing them defending it and making higher lows, and you almost have to get an actual break, then a retracement, and a rally for the shorts to hold on a little bit better. We always need to see harmony zone number 1 give. You know, for the shorts to start gathering steam and direction. But the first touch to harmony zone number 1 is typically you're gonna get a bit of a bounce off of it. Yep, let's see it. I'm cheering for you, buddy. Let's get a massive sell pressure for Steven. It's Friday. Be nice to him. Hey AVS, how are you, buddy? Good morning. Hmm. And they're not nice, Steven. They're not nice. Oh, that's a good job. Good job, Brad. I know, man. It was a little bit rough. And what made it rough? Let's talk about that for a second. Look at this right here. See that captain setup? I mean, the reaction after the captain setup is really fairly straightforward, but it happened around 8 o'clock and between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So that move happened there. And the market is just fairly predictable in that type of behavior because you got a captain set up, it's a signal. You're, the market is selling off there. Then the retest happened, another, so that range between 31 and 70, it's a 60-point range, and it was just nothing but chop in that area. That was a little bit kind of rough. But now you're getting a run up, a break above it, and now you're getting a reversal here on the 100 into Rinko. So the market is getting back to where it's a little bit more consolidated versus trendy. But I'm glad that you turned your day around. That's good. Just keep working. Yeah, today was a little bit rough for me. See where we at. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'm still down like 580. Yeah, it's that this week it's been like that. I mean, we hit equity high on the 12th, and from the 12th to this week, yeah, we've been just you know making four, losing four, making five. So that's a flat, and then giving this day up and this day up. So we're down from our equity high a little bit, but just gotta keep at it. Gotta keep at it. Yeah, we'll be just fine. just re, just reduce my exposure, control my risk, look for opportunities to add to trades, and add to them as they go in my favor versus adding to them when they're not. And that's going to be the big thing for all of us in 2024. The skill set of when to add to a trade. And it should be when the market is moving in your favor versus when it's going against you and you're just trying to break even on the trade, which is a habit that, to be honest with you, most traders have. And it's very helpful for us to stay away from that type of pattern, because that's where most of the blowouts happen. So like, for example, that trade right here. So what I want to see is an entry that holds. I'll get out of a couple of contracts to, pay for the trade. Then once we get a one candle reversal like this and another add, and then sell into it and go break even and look for multiple rotations as an adding opportunity in that run. So this way I'm nursing and working on a trade that already paid me, and I'm averaging up in one that's moving in my direction. If this trade did not work, I would have gave back 10 points and moved on, and I wouldn't have added to it on the way down just to try to break back even. So I'm not sizing up when it's going against me. I'm sizing up when it's going in my favor, and I'm not losing time and opportunity cost. So if I'm sitting here and I get into this trade and it's, let's actually take some of the stops that I took. Yeah, like let's, for example, this one here, 85, and I took a 10-point stop, 94 actually, 9 points. So let's assume, I got, cute idea that I want to add to it. I added here, I broke even, I'm still in the trade looking for a 10-point, and it's not there, and then the market breaks up. I add to it here at 206, I add to it at 216, and I may have came out ahead on that trade. But there will be times in which these trades will just run up, and you're adding, trying to work the trade, and you put yourself in a bad spot. Take your stop and work on the next one. Oh, look at that ES2. Here we go. You got a captain setup, switch trade long into this run up here again. It's kind of the personality of the day. And we have a target. Now we're back in sync. We're back in sync. And we're going to be heading toward our target of 291 on NQ. And our target on ES remained the same, which is 48, 42 and a half. All right, Pat. Good job, buddy. Have a nice weekend. All right. All right. All right, guys. It's 11 o'clock. It's a Friday. We're going to call it and do this again on Monday. You guys have a blessed day. Have a nice weekend. We will see you on the next one.